And welcome to Sam Crawford Field on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public. You're tuned in to Wahoo Newman Warrior Baseball, as Wahoo is the first round of the Nebraska Trailblazer Conference Tournament. Wahoo taking on, Aubrey taking on Nebraska City here on this Tuesday. And there's out number one in the top of the second on Sam Ravetto, who's out in right field today. Swung on and missed strike number 3, and that'll bring up the 8-hole hitter and designated hitter today for the Pioneers, Ben. And this is their designated hitter today, Ben Cheney. The runner on second is the pitcher, Keston Holman, as he reached on a walk against the Warrior pitcher today, the lefty Eli Johnston, who throws a strike on the outside part of the zone. Nebraska City had a hit back into the top of the first, and Sloan Pelican, who was the shortstop today, he was left stranded at first, as it was 2 outs, and then the final out was a pop-up to second. Here in the top of the second, it's a leadoff walk, a single out into left field from the third baseman, Zach Hawley, a strikeout, and now Ben Cheney stands in the right-hand batter's box against the lefty pitcher. Wahoo is coming off of a win yesterday against Takema Herman, where they defeated the Tigers in a run rule in the bottom of the sixth, 11-1. Swung on and missed, strike 3. It was ticked and hung on by Isaiah Nagel. So back-to-back strikeouts by Eli Johnston. That's his third strikeout of the afternoon. And Wahoo, after giving up 2 leadoff base runners, now faces the 9-hole hitter Grayson Flash. He's out in left. Wahoo in their home white-on-whites with blue numbers, blue hats. And the Warrior W. Here in Sam Crawford Field, the best afternoon we've had for baseball this season here in Wahoo, and a great crowd to show for as they throw back to second, ill-advised as it gets into the outfield, and the runner will advance to third. Not a great throw there either. It gets to the dugout, and so both runners advance into scoring position. Not great defense there at all by the Warriors, and there's 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. After trying to pick off the base runner at second, oddly, it gets way into the outfield, and then Connor Booth's throw nearly went into the Warrior dugout, which advanced Zach Hawley up to second. So Holman's at third now. Hawley's at second with 2 outs, and this one's popped up. Will it stay in play? It will, and it's caught by Isaiah Nagel for out number 3. What a great play by Isaiah Nagel behind home plate. He gets the third out. You're tuned in to Wahoo Baseball on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back after this.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information,
welcome back to Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska. Thanks, everyone, tuning in. We were getting our mic situated there for the first inning, and here we are now in the bottom of the second here in this first round of the Nebraska Trailblazer Conference Baseball Tournament. It's your Wahoo Newman Warriors taking on the Pioneers of Nebraska City here on this Tuesday evening. It's the 3-4-5 hitters due up for Wahoo after Isaiah Nagel, Carson Sabatka, and Connor Booth grounded out to the shortstop, second baseman, and third baseman. So Wahoo had good contact, but now just trying to get the ball out of the infield, and Nolan Van Slyke can't get things started as he starts with a strikeout. Out on the mound today for the Pioneers is Keston Holman, the righty, as he's now going up against the 5-hole hitter and pitcher for Wahoo today, Eli Johnston. And there's a strike right down the center. Wahoo won 11-1 yesterday against the Tigers of Decatur Herman. Here from Sam Crawford. And this one is sent up into the air and right at the shortstop Pelican for out number 2. So it's been 5 up, 5 down for the Warriors here today after such a successful offensive day yesterday. But in talking to Cody Hester after the game, he says this is a team who really likes to rely on their defense more so than their offense. He says their offense has kind of been a little slow going here so far this season, and so they've relied heavily on their defense, which has been pretty good today also. Here's Cody Hesser, who was the player of the game yesterday as he threw it complete, only gave up 1 hit and 1 run and 4 walks, and he stands in the right-hand box, and he's over at first today defensively for Wahoo. And he's down in the count 0-2, so Holman trying to make quick work of it. And Hesser smokes one out to center field, and it drops right in front of Van Winkle out there. And the Warriors have their first base runner and first hit of the afternoon thanks to Cody Hesser. And we'll see if Jace Kaminsky now can continue this 2-out rally after Hesser sent one out into center field right in front of Van Winkle out there in the grass. Not much wind today, a little bit coming from the right to left mostly, but not much. It's really just a pretty beautiful day for baseball in eastern Nebraska. First pitch to Kaminsky. You want to talk about pulling a string. That's it. Kaminsky was way out in front of it, so much so that it was basically in Kennery's glove after the fact, after Kaminsky swung it, and now he's down in the count 0-2. Kaminsky's bat was on all the way around to his other shoulder before that got into the glove. And the next pitch right down the center, so Holman is dialed in. Ahead 0-2. The pitch high and inside just missed that top left corner. 1-2. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors. They're the ones that make this thing happen. For Warrior Baseball this season, off to a 9-3 start after their win yesterday and a wild week last week. Hesser goes, and he'll get there sliding without a throw, as Kennery's not really worried about it with 2 outs. And Kaminsky has now evened the count up. Jays looks over to Coach, getting the sign and ready to go. Wahoo will await as far as this Trailblazer Conference goes after this 2-2 pitch. A long look back at Hesser. Just missed high. It's full. Wahoo awaits the winner of Plattsmouth and Platte Valley playing today. In Plattsmouth is Plattsmouth the 2 seed, Wahoo the 3 seed, Nebraska City the 6 seed. Swung on and missed, strike 3, so we'll continue that story when we come back as it's the second strikeout It's one hit, no walks, no runs, and one left on. We'll head to the top of the third scoreless. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public, and we'll be right back.
Go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded
The
debit
outcome of a
card.
legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community standing. Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community
At
standing.
Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy.
Welcome back to Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton here with you on this sunny Tuesday afternoon from downtown Wahoo, Nebraska at Sam Crawford Field. Here we go, top of the third. We are scoreless after the Warriors did get their first hit in the bottom of the second, but left Cody Hesser stranded at second. So we go to the 1-2-3 hitters for Nebraska City, and Jesus Martinez grounds one right to Carson Sabatka, long throw, and it's picked up by Hesser. One pitch, one out to start out the third inning. Carson's so good over there from that shortstop spot for the Warriors this season. He doesn't miss a lot. So here comes the two-hole hitter, Chase Van Winkle. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That was in that first inning. And his first pitch is flied off into the parking lot. Did you get a good parking spot over there? She parked way far away. That's a good move. Baseball is the most unique sport when it comes to spectator attendance. Any other sporting event you go to, football, volleyball, basketball, you name it. And it's a swinging chase from Chase Van Winkle. That pitch was almost so far inside it almost hit him. But anyway, it's the most unique sport in the fact that spectator-wise it's the only sport where the fans park farthest away from the interest that they can be. Football, basketball, volleyball, anything. You're trying to get as close to the entrance as possible. Baseball, quite literally the opposite. You park very strategically and very far away. You're fine walking if it means when you walk out, you're getting to a windshield that's not shattered. Pitch way inside again is grounded foul down the third base side. It has been 3 strikeouts today for Eli Johnston, as we'll pull up his numbers in a moment. And the count 1-2 on Van Winkle. It's grounded right back up the middle to Johnson. He gloves it himself, flips it over to Hesser in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the 3-hole hitter Sloan Pelican. He's 1 for 1 today with a single back in the first, and he was left at first at the end of that top of the first. But like I was saying at the end of that second inning, Wahoo awaits the winner, or Nebraska City awaits the winner. Whoever wins today awaits the winner of Plattsmouth and Platte Valley. That's the 2 versus 7 seed in the Trailblazer Conference Tournament. So if Plattsmouth wins, Wahoo will travel there on Thursday. If Platte Valley wins, then it'll be another Saunders County battle here in Wahoo on Thursday afternoon. So it all kind of depends on how that game goes, and Platte Valley, it really kind of depends on their pitching staff for who can win. This one is absolutely crushed to deep left field. It's gone! A home run to straightaway left for Sloan Pelican, who's 2 for 2 today with a base hit and a home run. That's the first home run that I think I've seen at the high school level this season. Sloan Pelican does it for Nebraska City. Touch them all, and the Pioneers have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Wow. Absolutely crushed. If I'm willing to bet, that's probably the first home run that Eli Johnson has given up this season. He's appeared in 2 games with a 7 ERA. And Eli this season has given up 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks. He struck out 7 batters now. And yes, that is the first home run he's given up in 12 batters, or 32 batters faced this season. So Nebraska City with 3 hits today and a run now. How about that? Now I want to pull up. If I'm willing to bet, I would say that's probably Sloan Pelican's first home run of the season, but it was crushed and stayed fair down the left field line. So major credit there. And this one has popped up to right field, and making the catch on the run is Sam Markson for out number 3. So it's 1 hit, no walks, 1 run, and nobody left on the solo shot from Sloan Pelican. Nebraska City takes a 1-0 lead. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, and we'll be right back after this.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family-run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family-run.
South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska...
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton here with you. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on this Tuesday afternoon. And Sloan Pelican gives the Pioneers of Nebraska City a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Due up for Wahoo, it's the 8-9-1 hitters. And that brings up Caden Kristen into the lefty box, and he takes one off the end of the bat and off the fence foul. But Sloan Pelican, my gosh, we pulled up his numbers during the break. He has been incredible this season. 10 games played. He has a .486 average in 35 at-bats. He has 17 hits, 10 runs, 8 RBIs. Tough play and a picked up over there by Dollinghouse for out number 1 as Caden Kristen grounds out. And that brings up Sam Markson. But Sam Pelican, 8 RBIs this season, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs. He has been great for Nebraska City this season. He's 2 for 2 today with a single and a home run. And Nebraska City leads 1-0. Here in the bottom of the third, it's the 9-hole hitter Sam Markson. He lays a bunt down the third baseline. Hawley, a long throw over to first, is in time for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down quickly for Wahoo. They only have 1 hit today. and it was Cody Hesser. But now we go to the top of the order, Isaiah Nagel. They've had some balls put into play and made the Pioneer defense work, but Nebraska City's defense has been great. And here is Isaiah Nagel. He's in the catcher's gear today for Wahoo, and he grounded out to Pelican over there at short. So he's 0 for 1 today. Wind blowing right to left, sun shining. It's a warm day and a great crowd to show for it. This one is grounded up the middle to the second baseman and got over his glove. This will be tough, whether it's an error on Jesus Martinez or it goes down as a base hit for Isaiah Nagel. I'll be interested to see what they officially score that. I think it was a pretty hard hit ball, so if I was willing to bet, I'd say it's a hit, but nope, they say it's an error. Right. So unfortunately for Isaiah Nagel, it goes down as an E4, but he is on, and another 2-out rally here potentially for Wahoo. So yeah, that's an error, not a hit that time. And that'll bring up the other lefty, Carson Sabatka. He's 0 for 1, as he did ground out to Jesus Martinez. Well, that took a crazy hop, and it was hit really hard at Jesus, and it just went over the top of his glove and into right field. I might have said base hit with just how hard a hit it was. It wasn't an easy play, but I guess you could probably count it as routine. Now trying to steal second, a good slide, a really good slide, because it was an incredible throw by Kennery behind home plate, and Isaiah Nagel is in scoring position now as he goes up to second. Runner at second, 2 outs, and a big lead, a huge lead over there at second for Nagel, really. I wonder if he's trying to steal third again. Pitch goes high on Sabatka. And Carson now just trying to put a ball in play and see if Isaiah can come home. The count 1-2. And Connor Booth standing on deck. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Carson Sabatka. It's no hits, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on. We head to the top of the 4th. It's Nebraska City 1, Wahoo Newman 0. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball in Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public, and we'll be right back after this.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club
Sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn shrimp basket, which includes fries and a cocktail sauce. And finish your meal with a cool treat. Sundays, blizzards, malts, and shakes are everyone's favorites. Stop in or order yours ahead using the DQ app, and we'll have it ready when you arrive. The Wahoo DQ, located at 1122 North Chestnut in Wahoo. Lent season is here at the Wahoo DQ. We have a wild Alaskan fish sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn shrimp basket, which includes fries and a cocktail sauce. And finish your meal with a cool treat. Sundays, blizzards, malts, and shakes are everyone's favorites. Stop in or order yours ahead using the DQ app, and we'll have it ready when you arrive. The Wahoo DQ, located at 1122 North Chestnut in Wahoo. Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field on Wahoo Public YouTube and Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton here with you on this very warm and nice Tuesday afternoon for Warrior Baseball, taking on the Pioneers of Nebraska City today. Here we go, top of the 4th. Nebraska City leads 1-0 after a solo home run from Sloan Pelican, and now it's a leadoff base hit for the 5-hole hitter Keston Holman, who's on for the second time today. He walked back in the second inning and now is on again. for the Pioneers, who are starting to get after Eli Johnston a little bit. And that brings up Zach Hawley. He's 1 for 1 today, as he had a base hit back in the second inning and was left stranded at second, as there was a runner at second and third with nobody out. Zach Hawley over at third today defensively for the Pioneers. A little bit low. The Warrior crowd was trying to will that strike into existence. I like the effort. Swung on and missed, strike 2 on a pitch that goes high and outside. The runner at first is the pitcher Keston Holman over there for Nebraska City. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A big strikeout for Eli Johnston after the one-pitch single to start out the inning from Holman. 0 for 1 today with the strikeout, as Eli Johnston now has 4 of those today for the Warriors. And throwing back to first, not having to slide, is Holman, as his teammates kind of helped him for that one, for him to get back in time. And Eli, after that leadoff single, seems like it hasn't phased him a lot, as he's really doing a good job of putting the pitch where he wants it. Right there again. Great pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. There's been a hit in each inning for the Pioneers. 4 total today for Nebraska City. Runner goes, pitch outside, called strike 3, so it'll be 2 outs. As Ravetto tried checking his swing, could not. He's down on strike, so there's 2 away. Holman does steal second successfully off of a decent throw from Isaiah Nagel. But there's 2 away now with a runner in scoring position for Ben Cheney, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It's called strike 3. So there's 2 away with a runner at second. Good breaking ball right down the center, strike 1. Wow, what a pitch. Lefty on righty here today. Outside, just missed the top right corner that he was trying to hit. One of the few times it hasn't been a strike, Eli Johnston here in this inning. 1-1, 2 away, and a runner at second. For Nebraska City, who leads 1-0 after the solo home run in the top of the third. But really, it's been their pitching that's been great. From Keston Holman, who is the batter who stands at second right now. 1-2. Johnson sets and fires. It just missed. That's exactly where he wanted to put it. He wanted Ben to chase it. He did not, and the count's even. Check swing. It gets away from Nagel. And luckily, Ben Cheney didn't know if it was strike 3, and it was. So that's out number 3. Boy, that was pretty unlucky there for the Pioneers, as Ben Cheney thought it was ball 3. Instead, it was strike 3, so he kind of stood in the batter's box for a bit rather than running down single. No walks, no runs, and 1 left on for Nebraska City. They still lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Warriors due up. You're tuned in to Wahoo Baseball, and we'll be right back after this. Well, that was on.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by $1 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit
law
card.
firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal case. You are tuned in to Wahoo Newman Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton in a beautiful weather day at Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, bringing out everybody. There's Mike Simons making an appearance today, just coming right down the street. 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. The Warriors 3-4-5 hitters due up. And in stands Connor Booth, 0 for 1. Puts it back up the middle, and that'll go down as an infield single for Connor Booth. And a leadoff base runner for the Warriors on just their second hit of the day. He hit it right back up the middle. It went in and out. A base hit for Connor Booth. 1 on, nobody out. And it looks like it'll be not Nolan Van Slyke batting. It's a new batter for Wahoo. And that is number 3. Trying to see. Okay, yeah. Nolan Van Slyke. Nolan went 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second inning, so this will be Stebbing's first appearance today. And you wonder if Jesse will go out into left field defensively as well, or if this is just truly a batting situation. He stands in the right-hand box with Connor Booth, one of the fastest players, if not the fastest player called. The infield is in. Hawley stands on the grass over there at third, so he's super ready. So you'll see if Jesse can try and put this thing back up the middle or over down the first base side. Or if Connor Booth just tries to steal, and yes, he does, and now he'll go back to first. Boy, Kinnery behind home plate got up there quickly. And Connor saw how quick that he got up. And he was about a fourth of the way down to second and said, nope, I'm headed back. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out with 1 on. For Jesse Stebbing, pinch hitting for Nolan Van Slyke. Good throw. It skips out of the glove of Pelican, but Booth won't go anywhere. It's a successful stolen base for Connor Booth. A decent throw from Kinnery, but at the last second, it skipped up off the grass and in and out of the glove of Pelican covering the bag. And so Connor Booth is in a scoring position with nobody out for Jesse Stebbing, who you wonder now if the bunt will be a factor or not. I would doubt it. And we'll see if Jesse will swing away now. Shows bunt and pops it up, but just and this one is sent down the right field line and will go foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, a runner at second with nobody out for the pinch hitter, Jesse Stebbing. The pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Connor Booth is into scoring position, and here comes Eli Johnson, who's trying to help himself out after he gave up the home run and a 1-0 deficit. Eli Johnson, lefty on righty now. Trying to put this down into the outfield and bring in Connor Booth from second. Looks at a first pitch called a strike. This one is sent right back over us into the cars behind us and over to the Elite Exteriors vehicles, and it bounced off the roof of a SUV back there. Booth, a decent lead over there at second. Pitch. Oh, a balk. Did a balk get called? So Connor Booth goes up to third. Looked like a strike. I think a balk got called. So we'll do it again. Big spot now, as really anything will likely get Connor Booth home to tie up this game in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Eli Johnston at the plate in the lefty box. The pitch just off the end of the bat, foul, so he stays alive, and the Warrior crowd is fine with that. They like that effort. The count, by the way, is 0-2 on Johnson, so he's just really fighting. Can't have a strikeout here. And he sends one. Crawford. Good hitting by Johnson, fouling off several pitches. Down in the count, 0-2. And the leadoff base hit comes in to score from Connor Booth on Eli Johnston's RBI single. Wahoo's third hit of the day is a big one. And now a runner on with one out and one across for Cody Hesser, who has the other hit. He's out there in right field for the Pioneers. Game tied now here in the bottom of the fourth in this first round of the Nebraska Trailblazer Conference. 3 seed on 6 seed here. Sliding back safely is Eli Johnston. And the winner of this game awaits the winner of Plattsmouth and Platte Valley. Platte Valley, of course, consisting of Ashland, Greenwood, Utan, and Meade high schools, all kind of combined for a baseball team, just the way Wahoo and Bishop Neumann do here. Runner at first is Eli Johnston for Cody Hesser at the plate. This one is sent into right field. However, unfortunately for Cody Hesser, it's hit right at Ravetto for out number 2. That was back in the second inning. Kaminsky is playing second today. He was behind the plate catching all day. First pitch, swung on and missed. Throw down to second. That'll be in time for out number 3 as Eli Johnston is tagged out trying to steal second. So it's 2 hits, no walks, 1 run, and nobody left on. We head to the top of the 5th. Tied at 1. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public, and we'll be right back after this.
We aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy.
OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn free, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Ott Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks.
Here in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska at Sam Crawford Field with the sun shining the entire time. A perfect day for baseball as we head to the top of the 5th in this good one. We are tied at 1, and due up for the Pioneers is the 9-1 two-hitters. And that brings up the left fielder Grayson Flash to the plate first. He's 0 for 1 today with a pop out to Isaiah Nagel, the catcher, in foul territory. And that was with a runner at second and third, unfortunately for Grayson, which could have helped Nebraska. Well, you couldn't have a better weekend to have your high school prom here in Wahoo this weekend. It's prom weekend. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees on Saturday. That'll be pretty perfect. Pitch. I really don't even know where that was. 3-0. Is there like a strike? That was probably ball 4. And now it's 3-1. For Grayson Flash, who's just trying to be a leadoff base runner, which we know at all levels of this great game, leadoff walks are always so critical for pitchers. The 3-1 inside turned on over to Kristen at third. Long throw in time for out number 1. Good job from Eli Johnson to battle back from being down in the count 3-0. He gets the ground out to third. It's 1 up, 1 down for the Pioneers. As we go back to the top of the order, the card gets flipped over to Jesus Martinez. Ooh. Trying to get things going and looks at a pitch. Catch the bottom left corner for strike number 1. I don't remember what any of the themes were from my prom either, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. I went to a prom in my high school my junior year, and then I went to my now wife's prom my senior year. I don't remember if there was a theme for either of them, to be honest. This one is grounded foul down the third base side. Are you all right? He's good. We're back in the box. I'm ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 5th, tied at 1. This one is hit fair down the first baseline. Johnson comes off the mound, flips it over to Hesser in time for out number 2. And here is the center fielder today for the Pioneers, Chase Van Winkle. He's 0 for 2 for Nebraska City with a strikeout, and he grounded to Eli Johnson and got out. This one skips away from Nagel for ball 1. So Eli Johnson's been pretty great as a fielder as well. That's what they always say in this great game is, you hear it a lot, you know, from other sports as well, like football, for example. You know, the punter is still a defender, still has to go make a tackle at times. In baseball, the pitcher, you're still a fielder, and you are the first fielder. You are the first line of defense, and Eli Johnson's been great at that today. The pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Good breaking ball that time from Johnson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to go 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. I don't have any wood to knock on, but I guarantee I just jinxed that. Outside, we're even. Oh, this counts, right? There we go. The clipboard. We'll count that. Just drops low, and the count goes full. Well, I tell you. Only 1 walk today for the Pioneers, and that was back in the sec side, ball 4. Gosh darn, that is all my fault. I shouldn't have said anything. It's a 2-out walk for Chase Van Winkle, and there's a runner on first with 2 away for Nebraska City. After the ground out to Flash and Martinez, thought it could be 3 up, 3 down for the first time today for Johnson. And unfortunately now for Eli, he has to face Sloan Pelican again, who looks at a pitch inside strike 1. Sloan didn't like the call. It looked pretty inside, I'll be honest, but Sloan gets the strike against him. He is 2 for 2 today with a single and a solo home run out to straightaway left in the third inning. This one skips away on Nagel. He will throw it to second, and it's nicely cut off by Kaminsky to prevent it from going into the outfield. But a runner in scoring position now for Sloan Pelican with the count even at 1 as Van Winkle goes up to second. That's a great call. Head coach Wires for Wahoo put Sloan Pelican on with an intentional walk to get away from the best bat of the Pioneers order by far in Sloan Pelican. So there's 2 on now with 2 outs, and now you're facing the catcher Tristan Kinnery, who's 0 for 2 today with a fly out to second and a fly out to right. That's a really good call from Wahoo coach Wires. He came out of the dugout and said, put him on. So there's 2 on with 2 outs. As a strike gets called, it looked like a check swing, but went around enough for strike number 1. And this one's off the end of the bat and foul. And Eli Johnson's ahead in the count 0-2. Not at all. I mean, it's completely my fault that this inning is still going on. There's no doubt about it. Because you don't want to face Holman. Swung on, it just ticks off his bat barely. Because Holman today is 1 for 1 with a single in the 4th inning and a walk in the 2nd inning. So in this top half of the inning right here, right now, with 2 on and 2 outs. The pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, there it is. So it's no hits, 2 walks, no runs, and 2 left on for Nebraska City. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 1, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, and we'll be right back after we thank our sponsors.
Based company, give them a call or check them out online. Southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online. Southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the
Lent season is here at the Wahoo DQ. We have a wild Alaskan fish sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn shrimp basket, which includes fries and a cocktail sauce. And finish your meal with a cool treat. Sundaes, blizzards, malts, and shakes are everyone's favorites. Stop in or order yours ahead using the DQ app, and we'll have it ready when you arrive. The Wahoo DQ, located at 1122 North Chestnut in Wahoo. Lent season is here at the Wahoo DQ. Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field in Wahoo, Nebraska. Austin McNorton here with you on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. As we get you set for the bottom of the 5th inning, due up for the Warriors. It is the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here for Wahoo. As Jace Kaminsky steps up, he's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. He was left standing at the plate when Eli Johnson got tagged out trying to steal second for the final out of the 4th inning. Tied at 1. Jace trying to be a leadoff base runner, just like Connor Booth was back in the 4th inning for the Warriors that came in to score. Kaminsky sends one to short. Pelican is there. Long throw in time for out number 1. I'll tell you what, Sloan Pelican has been fun to watch today for Nebraska City. He's been so good at the plate. Good arm there from short. Here's Caden Kristen. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to first. Looks at a strike right on the outside part of the zone. This is the 7, 8, 9 hitters. I think I said the 6, 7, 8 hitters to start out this bottom of the fifth. Another strike called on Kristen. Caden's over at third today. Oh, yeah. Good call. This one skips in on Kennery. This one is hit out to left, and it is caught. What a play by Flash out there in left field for Nebraska City. It was hit right at him, and he made the diving catch for out number 2. So unlucky there for Caden Kristen. It's 2 up, 2 down for Wahoo, and that brings up the 9-hole hitter Sam Markson to the plate. Sam, he's 0 for 1 today, as he grounded out to third back into the third inning. His first pitch skips in for a ball and goes back to the grass. Markson did not play yesterday for Wahoo in their victory over Takema Herman. This one's crushed right out into right field and right in front of Ravetto. It went off the end of the bat and sent the other way down the right field line, and it's a 2-out knock for Sam Markson. Wahoo with their 4th hit today. And there's a runner on with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th at Sam Crawford Field. And now we go to the top of the order. Isaiah Nagel is 0 for 2 today with a ground out to short back in the first inning. And then he reached on an error back in the third inning and looks at a first pitch strike. And he was left stranded at second after stealing second, and then Carson Zabatka striking out. Opportunity here with a runner at first and 2 away, and Markson slides back into first safely. Sam helped us out a lot during the high school basketball season, like so many of the Wahoo Public students do out of the video class that head coach Brian Myers teaches. And then Isaiah Nagel gets hit by a pitch. So he's at first. That's the first time anybody's been hit today. So a big spot now for Carson Sabatka with a runner in scoring position being Sam Markson. And Isaiah Nagel for Wahoo standing at first with 2 outs. Carson is 0 for 2 today with a ground out to third and or ground out to second, I should say, and a strikeout. Outside, strike called. Keston has done a good job for Nebraska City of getting ahead, I should say, in the strike count. As this gets away from Kennery, and they'll have 2 runners in scoring position now for the Warriors. Sam Markson goes up to third. Isaiah Nagel goes up to second. So there's 2 on and both in scoring position now for Carson Sabatka. Big spot here. Swung on and missed. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sabatka, who's really just trying to put the ball in play. Off the end of the bat. That pitch was high. It went off the top of the bat and back towards the Warrior dugout. So Carson stays alive. The runner at third is Sam Markson, who got the 2-out single. Isaiah Nagel stands at second after he was hit by a pitch. Wahoo trying to take the lead in the bottom of the fifth. Sabatka sends it over to short. Right at Pelican. Throw perfect. Out number 3. And no runs come across, unfortunately, for the Warriors. It's 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 2 left on. To the top of the 6th we go, tied at 1. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, and we'll be right back after we thank our sponsors.
Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska.
Long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community standing. Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community.
Confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire.
Thank you. Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska. Austin McNorton here with you on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. To the 6th inning we go, and due up for the Pioneers, it is the 5, 6, 7 hitters. And that brings up Keston Holman to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today with a single in the 4th inning and a walk in the 2nd inning. So he's reached base 2 times today, has the Pioneer pitcher, as this game remains tied at 1 in this defensive battle. Holman trying to be another leadoff base runner. He's been a leadoff base runner every single time for Nebraska City, but has yet to score. He had a leadoff walk in the 2nd, a leadoff single in the 4th, and wasn't even able to score either time. The pitch. This one is popped up to right. Markson is there. 1 up, 1 down. And Keston Holman is down for the first time today. That brings up Zach Hawley to the plate now. He's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 2nd inning and a strikeout in the 4th inning. Eli Johnson trying to keep things rolling on the mound for Wahoo Newman. The pitch inside, strike 1. Swung on and missed, strike 2 on a breaking ball that really had Zach fooled. Strike 3 right in the top part of the zone. A great pitch from Eli Johnson. Gets Zach Hawley down on strikes looking. That's his first looking K today for Johnston. And his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th strikeout of the afternoon. So we have a new batter in for Nebraska City in place of Sam Ravetto. He'll stand in the right-hand box, and we'll look and see who that is for the Pioneers. Looks like it's Callan Schnitzer standing in. And Johnson starts him out with the first pitch strike. So Callan comes in to replace Rivetto in this at-bat, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Pitch swung on and missed, strike 2 on a great curveball that dropped down low. Eli Johnson starting to mix in some great breaking pitches now, along with that high heat that just struck out Zach Hawley. The 0-2, right down the center, off the end of the bat, down the first base line, foul, and in and out of the glove of Sam Markson, who made a diving attempt at it out there in foul territory. Boy, that would have been a heck of a play. Sam a little bit slow to get up now. The ball rolled all the way to the fence, and now Sam will come back out to right field after Jace Kaminsky went out and helped him out get that baseball back. So you hope Sam is okay after trying to make an incredible out number 3. But it's still no 2 count on Callan Schnitzer. The 0-2. Check swing as the pitch drops. And no, he did not go. After Nagel appealed to the first base umpire, he did not. 1-2. Nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. High and outside. And the count's even, so a good job by Callan to work this thing back even after being down 0-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Right down the center, strike 3 looking. And down go the Pioneers in order for the first time today. No hits, no walks, no runs, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 1. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, and we'll be right back after this.
Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and
Be
community.
the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise.
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton here with you as we head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 1. It's been a fun game. There's no doubt about that. A pretty quick game as well. As here we go, it is the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for the Warriors. And Connor Booth steps in. He is 1 for 2 today with a ground out to third in the first inning and then a single in the 4th inning in which he came in to score. First pitch swinging out to straightaway center and caught. Van Winkle got an incredible read as that ball continued to carry back to the wall. And it's 1 pitch, 1 out off of a great catch out in center field. And here comes Nolan Van Slyke to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. And then Jesse Stebbins came in to replace him in the 4th inning and also struck out. So this 4-hole spot for Wahoo Newman hasn't been successful yet today. Love to get something going here. This one's off the end of the bat to straightaway right. Rosetto is there for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down quickly for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 6th. And that brings Eli Johnston to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Johnson in the lefty box. He's 1 for 2 today, as he flew out to the shortstop Pelican back in the second inning. And then he had a single back in the fourth inning and was tagged out trying to steal second. First pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. It was actually off the end of the bat and hit the backstop. Cody Hesser goes and gets it. And here's the 0-1. Right down the center, strike 2. Had some good break on it late and caught the outside corner. The outside edge. 0-2. This is off the end of the bat. Hit to left. It will go in the gap. This will go down as an extra base hit all the way to the wall. And a stand-up double for Eli Johnston. That thing got all the way to the wall. It kept carrying. Flash and Van Winkle both pretty much got there at the same time. Coach held Johnston at second rather than trying to get him all the way to third. And a monster spot now for the first baseman, Cody Hesser. Hesser is 1 for 2 today with a single back in the second inning and a line out to right back in the fourth. But a huge spot here as the winning run stands at second and watches a pitch go high. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if we can pull up Cody's numbers this season. Strike called, 1-2 on Hesser. Cody this season in the batter's box for Wahoo. Just a 194 average for the sophomore. A spot here to try and push the lead run across in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on and missed on a pitch way high for out number 3. It's 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on. So the 2-out double doesn't come to help out the Warriors, and we head to the top of the 7th, remaining tied at 1. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public, and we'll be right back after this.
Continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years, OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com. Call 402-443-3563 or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Ott Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com. Call 402-443-3563 or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Ott Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com. Call 402-443-3563 or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Ott Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer.
Welcome back to Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton here with you as we head to the top of the 7th, tied at 1. It's been the solo home run from Sloan Pelican for Nebraska City, and then the RBI single from Eli Johnston for Wahoo. Those have been the only runs today for the Warriors. as we remain tied at 1 in the top of the 7th, and it's the designated hitter due up for Nebraska City. The 8-9-1 hitter is due up for the Pioneers against Johnson, who's pitched a pretty great game for Wahoo. He's given up just 4 hits, 3 walks, 1 run, and he has stranded 5 Pioneers on base. And the 1 home run is the reason this is tied right now inside on the next pitch. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making this game possible. We really appreciate it. The pitch right down the center, strike 3 looking. Had Ben Chaney fooled on that, and he's got 3 back-to-back-to-back looking strikeouts on Nebraska City. And Eli Johnson is locked in right now for the Warriors. He got Zach Hawley, Callan Schnitzer, and Ben Chaney to all strike out looking the last 3 batters he's faced. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. That is strikeout number 10 today. This is blooped into left center and drops in between the gap of Sabatka, Van Slyke, and Booth. And it is a 1-out single for the 9-hole hitter Grayson Flash here in the top of the 7th. And that flips us back to the top of the order to Jesus Martinez with 1 on and 1 out. And Jesus is 0 for 3 today. This is back to first. Not in time. Jesus grounded out to second, short, and the pitcher all today in his 3 plate appearances. Way high and outside. Come on, 9. Eli trying to find the zone again after getting 3 looking strikeouts in a row, and then the blooper single out into left center. The pitch, good breaking ball, catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Inside and ducking out of the way is Martinez. It almost clipped him on the inside part of his jersey. Big pitch here for Johnston. Swung on and missed, strike 2. And the count goes full. Martinez has put the ball in play every single time today for Nebraska City, with now the wind kind of coming in shifting directions, and now the count is full as it bounced in on Nagel. The wind when this game started was blowing right to left, kind of from southwest to northeast. It's now kind of blowing out of the northwest to the southeast. So it's blowing straight from behind home plate to straightaway center is the way the flag is blowing now, and thrown back to first, not in time. And we'll do the 3-2 again. After Jesus called time, and then Johnson threw back to first. So here we go. Grounded up the middle. Sabatka is there to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. It gets way away from Cody Hesser. Not a good throw at all from Sabatka. And sliding in safely to second is Jesus Martinez on the fielder's choice. Sabatka, probably an ill-advised decision that time to try and throw down to first when Jesus likely would have beaten it anyway. And unfortunately now he stands at second with 2 outs. So now Eli Johnson just needs to focus at the plate with a runner at scoring position, the lead run in scoring position, and 2 outs. This is popped up on the infield. Johnston has it, out number 3. Great job by Eli Johnson to get out of that one on the pop out. And it's 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 7th, still tied at 1. Warrior Baseball will be back after this.
As a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud
Financial
sponsor.
experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you
Welcome
through
back to
life.
Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska. Austin McNorton with you on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. To the bottom of the seventh we go, still tied at 1 in one of the best pitching duels that I've seen this season. And a lot of the fans around in agreement. And a great crowd today at Sam Crawford as well. And boy, have they seen a treat of a great baseball game in the first round of the Nebraska Trailblazer Conference Tournament. The 3-seeded Wahoo Warriors trying to walk it off now against the 6-seeded Pioneers of Nebraska City. It's the 7-8-9 hitters due up for Wahoo, who are all 0 for 2, except for Sam Markson, who had that 2-out single back in the 5th inning. Jace Kaminsky stands in 0 for 2, and now 0 for 3 as he has struck out looking on Keston Holman, who's been spectacular and still remains out on the mound. So Kaminsky struck out twice and grounded out to short in his 3 plate appearances today. And now here comes the lefty Caden Kristen, who grounded out to first back in the 3rd inning. And then he had a line drive out to left that was caught on a dive by Grayson Flash out in left field for Nebraska City. So he's 0 for 2, unluckily, for him today. Starting to get a little bit cooler now as the sun starts to set. And this is crushed out to center field, but right at Van Winkle for out number 2. Unlucky again is Caden Kristen, as you could hear how clean that was hit off the bat. Unfortunately for him, in all of this space out here in Sam Crawford Field, all the space there is, he hit it at the one person standing in straightaway center in Van Winkle. 2 up, 2 down for the 9-hole hitter, Sam Markson, who's 1 for 2. Check swing, couldn't hold it, 1 strike. Markson's out in right field today. Sam didn't play yesterday. This is off the end of the bat. Hit to second. Martinez is there for a routine ground out. And we're going to extras. It's free baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public. To the top of the 8th we go. We're going to thank our sponsors and come right back. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center,
FDIC.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your finance.
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska. Austin McNorton here with you on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. It's free baseball here in the first round of the Nebraska Trailblazer Conference Baseball Tournament. To the top of the 8th we go. It is the 3, 4, 5 hitters standing in now for Nebraska City. And that means Sloan Pelican will get things started for the Pioneers against Eli Johnson, who's still out on the mound for Wahoo. Pelican is 2 for 2 today with a single and a solo home run, which is why this game is tied at 1. And then he was intentionally walked back in the 5th inning. So he has yet to be sat down, but now he's down in the count for the first time today, 0-2. Right down the... Oh, it just missed that top right corner. The Warrior crowd tried willing that into existence. And this one is hit to short. Long throw for Carson Sabatka. He got him! My gosh, what a throw from the shortstop Sabatka, who is deep in the infield for a big out number 1. 1 up, 1 down. The first time Pelican's been out today for the Pioneers, and that brings up the catcher, Tristan Keenery. And Tristan today for Nebraska City is 0 for 3 with a fly out to second, a fly out to right, and this is hit to left center. Booth is there for out number 2, as he's now 0 for 4 with a fly out to second, right, center, and a strikeout. And here comes Keston Holman to the plate for Nebraska City. He is 1 for 2 today with a single back in the 4th inning. A fly out to right, that was back in the 6th, and then he walked in the 2nd inning and was left stranded at 3rd. Top of the 8th, tied at 1. The pitch. First pitch swinging is roped down the third base side and foul, barely. Kristen had a good read on it, though, over there on the bag and knew it was going to go that direction. Just goes down as a long strikeout. A long strike, I should say. You wonder what both of these pitchers' pitch count is at. This is flied into foul territory down the first base side, and Hesser ran it all the way down to the fence, even though catch was not going to be made. So good hustle from Cody Hesser. He couldn't make the play, though, and it's 0-2 on Keston Holman. Johnson trying to get another strikeout. He does! Swung on and missed, strike 3. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers. No hits, no walks, no runs, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the 8th we go. The Warriors trying to walk it off when we come right back after this.
We have a wild Alaskan fish sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn shrimp basket, which includes fries and a cocktail sauce. And finish your meal with a cool treat. Sundaes, blizzards, malts, and shakes are everyone's favorites. Stop in or order yours ahead using the DQ app, and we'll have it ready when you arrive. The Wahoo DQ, located at 1122 North Chestnut in Wahoo. Lent season is here at the
If you're
Wahoo.
looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Thank you so much. It's free baseball at Sam Crawford Field in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska. Austin McNorton with you on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Shout out to my twins in the NICU, who I won't get to see this evening. Miss Harper and Hallie. Thanks for tuning in as well over there in Omaha. Here we have it, bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. Warriors, 1, 2, 3 hitters due up. Nagel, Sabatka, and Booth. And Isaiah is 0 for 2 today with a ground out to short. He reached on an error in the 3rd inning and was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. And it is still Keston Holman who's out on the mound for Nebraska City in what has been an incredible pitcher's duel here on this Tuesday evening. Right down the center, strike 1. 1-1 the count. I was trying to see if I could find the Platte Valley score today. So the winner of this game will take on either Plattsmouth or Platte Valley. And I don't see an update as far as that score potentially goes. Let's see. Can look at one other place. Next pitch, it's grounded, or popped up, I should say, over to left and caught by Flash. Boy, he has been really good out there in left field today for Nebraska City, as he's had a couple of line drives that have been hit his way. 88 pitches is the count on Holman. Correct me if I'm wrong, it's 110 that is kind of your max, 110 in the month of April. So Holman's still got some time left. It's now the lefty Carson Sabatka standing in. He's 0 for 3 today with a ground out to second and short, and then a strikeout in the 3rd. Pitch, strike called on the outside part of the zone. A really good pitch as well. This pitch misses outside, and that's what they like to say is a big league take.
Come on, A. You got this.
Breaking pitch outside, and it's ball 4, and it's a 1-out base run off of a great at-bat from Carson Sabatka. That is the first walk of the day for Wahoo. The first one of the day. And it comes in the bottom of the 8th inning. How about that? So a huge spot here for Connor Booth, who's 1 for 3 today with a leadoff single in the 4th. First pitch swinging. It's hit out to left. Cut off by Van Winkle. Going first to 3rd and sliding in safely. The winning run stands at 3rd off the single from Connor Booth. Carson Sabatka goes first to 3rd. Connor Booth, a single hit out to left center field. Cut off by Van Winkle nicely to prevent a run. But you have runners at the corners now with 1 out.
Come on, 5.
So really, anything put into the outfield now will win this game, and it's Nolan Van Slyke at the plate as Connor Booth goes to second without a throw on the steal. Warriors trying to walk it off against Nebraska City here in the bottom of the 8th. Nolan Van Slyke, he's 0 for 2 today. Looks at a strike on the outside part of the zone. Van Slyke had a strikeout in the 2nd inning and then flew out to right back in the 6th inning. Runner at third is Sabatka. Booth stands at second. Van Slyke at the plate against Keston Holman. The pitch, high and outside, high and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. Wahoo trying to walk it off in the first round of the Trailblazer Conference Tournament. Van Slyke swung on. It's sent out to left field, and it is caught by Flash. Tagging and winning is Wahoo Newman. An RBI sacrifice for Nolan Van Slyke wins it for the Warriors as Carson Sabatka's walk is the difference today for the Warriors in a victory. So in that inning, it was 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 run, 2 left on. The Warriors win it by a final score of 2-1 and improved to 10-3 on the season. A heck of a game from Keston Holman today for the Warriors. He was absolutely spectacular. Eli Johnston was just as good. He gave up 5 hits. And we'll look up at all of our stats. We'll break this one down for you as the Warriors walk it off here on their home field. Final score, it's Wahoo Newman 2, Nebraska City 1. You've been tuning in to Warrior Baseball on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. We're going to thank our sponsors, and when we come back, we are going to talk to Warrior pitcher Eli Johnston. Don't go anywhere.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Good to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com.